final minute. Minute from the pocket. Launches to the end zone. Touchdown. A.D. Mitchell from 50 for the win and a spot in the national championship.
No smoke, no smoke. Baby, we ain't just camping. Everything official. Celebrate, just act. We lit it again, but go tell a friend. Oh, we in it to win. Pushing the wave, it's like going crazy. Boy, you been hurt again. No smoke, no smoke. Everything here dope.
Welcome to No Smoke Sports. It's important not to lose attention to prospects available in the NFL draft who are good players rather than just exceptional ones. The athletes listed below may not have had the best workouts, but their efforts have been somewhat eclipsed by those who did better. As a result, these athletes are flying under the public radar, though scouts see them as potential starters likely to be available on the second and third days of the draft. 5. Devin Leary, QB, Kentucky. Devin Leary looked fine at the NFL Combine. His passes were tight and accurate during all his throwing sessions. He played brilliantly at the East-West Shrine Bowl and looked athletic and smooth. If Leary lands with a good fit for a team, he could do damage in the league. Leary is one of the players who managed to make the most of their 5th year of eligibility. He succeeded in his lone season with the Kentucky Wildcats after spending 4 years with the North Carolina State. Oddly enough, his best production came in the 2021 season, where he threw for 3,433 yards and 35 touchdowns, but suffered from significant regression since then. Leary's tape shows flashes of accuracy, touch, and football intelligence, but it's not consistent often enough. He has plenty of arm talent with a good life on his drive, and could do well in a play-action-based passing scheme if his future coach can iron out some of the field reading and decision-making issues. But at the moment, the cons outweigh the pros, which makes him an intriguing prospect worthy of late day 3 selection. 4. Javon Foster, OT, Missouri. After redshirting in 2018, Javon Foster's trajectory took a sharp upward turn, culminating in a breakout 2023 season where he started every game at left tackle and played 831 snaps for the Tigers. Highlighted by 41 starts, Foster's overall collegiate career showcases his durability and adaptability, having lined up on both sides of the line. His senior year's achievements include first-team All-SEC and third-team All-America honors, underscoring his impact in the trenches. Foster thrives on physicality, often out-grappling bigger defensive linemen and winning with persistence and upper body strength. He'll be an attractive prospect for man-blocking teams, and he's a relatively high upside developmental selection, considering his value in the run game. However, his tape also shows technical deficiencies, over-reliance on upper body strength, inconsistent pad level, and lapses in footwork savvy league defenders will exploit. Overall, he has starter-level size, length, and athletic ability, which are shadowed by several bad habits that too often leave him out-leveraged, late to adjust, and overextended. Given his physical attributes, flashes of power, and lack of polish, Foster would be an ideal developmental pick who can be groomed into a contributor over time. 3. Jalen Wright, RB, Tennessee. Tennessee's running back is one of the most explosive backs in this year's class. He had an uber-productive career at the University of Tennessee and decided to forego his final year of eligibility to enter the NFL draft. Wright showed impressive efficiency in a tough defensive conference, showing how he can create big plays at the league level. He burst onto the scene immediately in his first year, seeing 85 carries for 409 yards in just 9 games. In 2022, the 5'11", 210 pounder played in all 13 games and found the end zone 10 times on 875 yards and 146 attempts. He continued his progression in his final season, taking 137 carries for 1,013 yards and 4 touchdowns in 12 games. He ranked second in the FBS with 7.4 YPC. Wright has good size and breakaway speed. His second-level cut smoothness and elusiveness are limited by his more linear running style than his free-flowing gait. Despite having average vision and aggression as an interior runner, Wright somehow racks up yards. Wright consistently bounced runs wide and beat the pursuit around the corner. Hence, A move to a stretch-based running attack would be the best fit, allowing his speed to be at its best. He's capable of running with power, but will default into finesse at times. With a 1,000-yard season under his belt and fresh legs from a minimal workload as a collegian, he logged 368 career rushing attempts. Wright is an appealing day 2 target as a future starter. 2. Darius Robinson, edge, Missouri. Darius Robinson is the draft's second best power, edge. He totaled 43 tackles, 14 for loss, 8.5 sacks, and a forced fumble plus a recovery in 12 games in 2023, the best season of his career. He was named first-team All-SEC as well. In total, Robinson finished his college career with 112 total tackles, 21 tackles for loss, a forced fumble, and 13 sacks. Robinson looks the part of an NFL defensive lineman. He stands at 6'5" and weighs 285 pounds, and not many players of Robinson's size often move the way he does. Plus, he has a long, muscular frame with long arms. Robinson played as a 3-4 defensive end in Blake Baker's scheme and lined up everywhere on the defensive line, sometimes even over the center. According to Pro Football Focus, Robinson generated 72 pressures throughout his career, 42 in his senior year. From the outset, Robinson's physical attributes should give him a potential advantage in head-to-head matchups. He has a dissonant effect in his hands and a fidgety upper body to separate himself from blockers quickly. His play does lack control and awareness at times, but the good outweighs the bad. However, Robinson isn't a high-level athlete, limiting his pass rush arsenal. He lacks the change of direction skills to turn speed to power effectively, and he is not quick-twitch to win with skillful moves. Plus, he has below-average bend due to some stiffness in his ankles. Hence, he won't be a significant contributor as a rusher immediately. 1. Ladd McConkey, WR, Georgia. Despite the Dogs' late-season challenges during the 2023 SEC Championship, McConkey's resilience has solidified his reputation as a clutch performer. Despite only playing 9 games due to an ankle injury, he was still quite productive, hauling in 30 catches, 478 yards, and 2 touchdowns through the air, with an additional 1 on the ground. As a potent deep threat, Ladd McConkey consistently rises to the occasion. He has shown his skills during Georgia Bulldogs' consecutive NCAA title pursuits. Yes, he was hindered by injuries and adjustments in the Dogs' quarterback lineup, but his stock continues to rise thanks to his post-injury performance and a solid pre-draft process. McConkey turned in a blazing fast 4.39 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine and shown in position-specific drills throughout the draft process. McConkey is a sudden athlete whose burst has made a joke of multiple defenders when he has the ball in his hands. He possesses elite levels of quickness, agility, and athleticism, making him one of the top yards-after-catch receivers of this year's class. McConkey's route passing uses those same strengths as he is swift in and out of his breaks. Often he leaves defensive backs looking dazed, blowing past them off his break. He can identify how he is being defended and slip into soft spots of the defense. McConkey's ability to become creative makes defending difficult against him in the short area or deep down the field with his deceptively good long speed. While this year's wide receiver draft class is loaded with talent, the position can be a volatile market in the NFL draft. Ladd McConkey's work ethic, athletic skills, and in-game tape have ensured that should he not be a first-rounder, it won't be his fault. We invite you to stay connected with No Smoke Sports for more in-depth sports analysis. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on the latest insights and discussions. Until our next deep dive into the realm of sports, happy scouting, and we look forward to catching you at nosmokesports.com.
It's the 808 plug.
No smoke, no smoke. Baby, we ain't just camping.